My name is Wanda Maulding. I'm the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. I'm a member of the Department of Leadership and Teacher Education, specifically Educational Leadership. Well, I started my career in K-12 education as a teacher and a coach. So I taught science and coached girls basketball. Really enjoyed that. And then after that, I became a school principal. I think teaching is an art. I think you can learn a lot of things about your content area, but what's really important is your ability to connect with students. And part of that is just something that you have innately, and part of it is something that you learn while you're in classes. My main focus for research is on emotional intelligence and leadership. I became a school principal and then went on to the university. I've done work as a university leader for about 10 years. And it's interesting to me how your emotions impact your decisions. So that's my research agenda, is studying people in fields of leadership, especially K-12 and higher ed leadership, and how they make their decisions. I think some of the qualities that make a leader a good leader, especially in higher education, are things that are emotional, things that we tend to put on a shelf when we become leaders. We want to do the things by the book, but being able to listen to people, to hear their concerns, to try to think like they think, to try to understand where they're coming from, helps you to make good decisions, and to be inclusive, to involve others in decision making. None of us have the whole answer by ourselves, but together we can come up with the best answer. I'm really excited about the new doctoral program in educational leadership, particularly because it's really, to me, a great program for students. We have some excellent instructors, and I know that the teaching will be quality, but the program fits for students who work full-time. And so it's a cohort model. It's going to have blended instruction, and students will begin their dissertation process at the very beginning and work their way all the way through. So hopefully we won't have people who don't finish the program. They'll complete the whole thing, and we won't end up with ABDs. A student who would want to join the Ed Leadership program here at South, the doctoral program, should have, I can describe it sort of in terms of emotional intelligence. Let me do it that way. There are a lot of people that are really smart, and kids go to high school and you always have a class valedictorian or salutatorian, but those aren't necessarily the kids that become the stars in the real world. It seems to me that, as Daniel Goleman said, the people that become the stars are the ones that have that extra something, that emotional intelligence. So we'd want students that come here for the program to have the baseline intelligence to do well in the program, be successful, but we'd also like them to be people who are open to new ideas, who are willing to share and be creative, who don't mind working on projects together. We seem to be able to learn more from each other, so that's the kind of thing we would look for in the program. Being a school principal was a lot of fun. I didn't think that it would be at first, and the main reason I became a school principal was because my school administrator told me that women were never principals. So that challenged me to become a principal. The most fun experience that I had as a school principal was working with kids who were at a turning point. I was a middle school principal, so I had students who could either go down the wrong path or down the right path. And being a principal gave you the opportunity to impact the decisions that they made. And there just were lots of really fun times with those kids. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, they're a lot of fun. They're learning, they're growing, their emotions are going wild, and it's a good time to be involved in their lives. The best thing about South Alabama College of Education, I would have to say, are the people. I guess that's sort of cliche, but I've been at other places, and we have a really positive culture here. Folks are friendly. The faculty, they're not snobbish or snooty or off-putting because they want to be individuals and do their own thing. They like working together. They like working with the students. They go out of the way to help students be successful.